Hello and welcome to Ordinary Joes. I'm Joey Dillard. Ordinary Joes is a program to help you get started using a computer. We're also going to cover things how to use a cell phone, tablet, a lot of things that you take for granted that you carry around or seen people carry around every day. To get started, we're going to go over the board so you at least know how to start your way around on the computer. I'm going to share my screen and walk you through some steps that you probably need to know, because in the program you're going to hear me talking about things and you're going to have to know how to locate them to get started. Okay, let's start by sharing the screen. As you can see, my desktop is the way I like it. Got a nice picture, nice background. You got some icons, just a few. My desktop is not crowded. I can't stand a crowded desktop. The way you can make icons along the side, if you go to the bottom of most computers, if you go to the bottom, you should see like a little folder. And you click that folder, pictures, documents, and everything. And the way you can make an icon, simply say you needed an icon, a shortcut, we call them, that you want to go to your documents. Just click on documents. See right here? Just click and drag it right out and let it go. What you just did, you just created a shortcut. Now, if you click that shortcut, see how that opens up what you have in your documents. Now, I'm going to close that because I don't need that. I already have one right here. So I'm going to trash that one right now. Okay? Now, that's how you can make shortcuts. Now, some programs you install will install its own shortcut. Say, like I use Firefox and Google Chrome. They install their own shortcut. That's how I'll get to the internet. We're going to talk about getting to the internet at a later date. But for the most part, I'm going to show you some things that I do on my computer. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to do this, but it can make it easy when you're trying to locate something or trying to. Let me go to my hard drives. Okay, as you can see, this one with the most blue, that's my main hard drive that's on this computer. The reason there's a lot of blue there because I have a lot of programs on this computer. Now, you see these two over here? Those are backup hard drives. They're pretty big, but they are what you call a portable hard drive. I plug them in and I can unplug them. That way, if something go wrong with my computer, hopefully I have everything saved on these two backup hard drives that's not on my computer. And all I have to do is restore my computer. Some of the things we getting ready to explain is things you need to understand. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to try to go pretty slow so you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. All right. One of the first things I try to explain to people is understanding how much room you have on your computer. Now, if you go to your PC, that's the area where you can see all of your hard drives. As you can see, you see all these different hard drives. Well, this big one right here is my computer. You can see all that blue. That's because I have a lot of programs I use on this computer. But most of my work I do or try to save, I have it on backup hard drives. You see these two hard drives right here? Now, you see it's not that much blue on neither one of them. I have a lot of space on these two hard drives. Before you start downloading videos and music and stuff, you need to understand how much hard drive space you have. Majority of the computers today come with about, I'm gonna say about 500 gigs. That's a lot of room if you're just gonna do Word files and stuff like that. But once you start downloading videos and music, and you could use up your hard drive space pretty quickly. But I like using different kind of folders. So I have two hard drives that I use the most. When I go to my backup hard drive, see where it says Joy Backup. This is a hard drive that I pretty much keep a lot of my family stuff on and my notes and my family notes. And I got projects. So those are folders that I'm using, how I got my stuff set up. Now, a lot of people want to know what's the easiest way they could put a picture on their desktop. Well, all you have to do is go to where the picture is located. Okay, in my case, okay, now you can see right here, I got photos. See all those photos I have? All you have to do is go over the photo, right click, and come down where it says set as desktop background on any computer. Click there, and when you close out, you just change your background. Pretty simple. I'll do it again. Go to where you have your photos stored. Now, I'm going to show you another way, but at a later date. But this is the easiest way to put a photo. Go to where you got your photos stored on your computer. In this case, I'll go to my photo album. Right-click on the photo. Come down to where it says set as desktop background. Click, one click, and close. You have just changed your background. All right, pretty easy, huh? Now, before, I didn't know that. People were showing me how I had to go through my settings and do this and do this and do this just to save a photo. Now, there's other ways to make your photo your background, but the easiest way is the way I just showed you, an ordinary Joe. I don't have time to reinvent the wheel. So I'm just showing you a quick way to save a photo on your desktop. Later on, we're going to get into when you're trying to save a photo, how you got your photo either stretch the size or something like that. We're gonna show you how people say, well, my photos don't come out looking like that on my desktop. Music. I have my music on my hard drives, and I don't like to have a lot of my stuff on my computer. The reason for that, see, like this is my folder with my concerts and stuff like that. The reason I don't have all that set on my computer, because if my computer were to crash and I have all this stuff on my computer, I will lose all this stuff that I have saved. That's why I save stuff to my hard drives, and now hard drives is plugged into the computer. That way, if something go wrong with my computer, I can unplug my hard drive, and hopefully they didn't damage what I had on my hard drive. And I could reset my computer plug my hard drives back up, and I'm good to go. Now, don't get nervous when you got to use a computer, Mr. Ordinary Joe. You got to start. You got to touch it. You have to sit down and understand some basic tools. Now, if you don't want to learn the basics, you're never going to learn how to work a computer. Never. All this quick pushing a button, quick, fast, in a hurry, that's not going to happen. Sure, you're going to learn how to do something real quick, one simple one day, something like that. But if you get stuck sitting behind a computer by yourself, it's going to scare the hell out of you. And you're not going to know what to do if you mess something up. You see a lot of people today, they're not going to tell you nothing. But when you try to explain something to them, they say, oh, sure, I know, because you never see them doing anything. But if you were to tell that person, okay, sit down, let me see what you can do on the computer. First thing they're going to say, oh, not right now. I don't have time. That's because they don't know what to show you, or they don't know what they're talking about. It's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I was like that. Now, you have to take a stand and say what you want to do on your computer and how detailed you want to get and how much do you want to learn on your computer. Ladies and gentlemen, everything is going digital now. You got 10-year-olds walking around with a cell phone, and they know more about your computer than you do. There's nothing wrong with that, but let's stop and learn some basics so we can do more and have fun using our own computer and don't have to call anybody. All right? So that's enough for today. We'll be back with more tips. Tune in to Ordinary Joes and we'll have more for you. And remember, welcome to Ordinary Joes.